If you frequent places where discussions revolve around Counter-Strike Global Offensive, then you already are aware that all minds are focused on Source 2. To take the wind out of everyone's sails who came here informed by news articles stating that this is Counter-Strike 2, then I have to disappoint you. There aren't going to be any big changes. Or are there?
When are you going to release Counter-Strike 2?
Let us have a quick look at what a portation of CSGO to the Source 2 engine could mean. Fundamentally, it remains the same game. First of all, a few elements developed for Source 2, like the panorama UI, have already been implemented into CSGO. But people don't get hyped for a menu change. They want to see 128 tick servers, a free pony for everyone and every bug ever fixed. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Except for the 128 tick servers, but apparently Valve is working on a dynamic tick system, which may be even better, at least for them. So here is where the biggest issue lies: the bugs. The release of CSGO on Source 2 is likely to introduce more bugs than it fixes, at least at first. That is one of the reasons why Counter-Strike Global Offensive on Source 2 has been in development for such a long time. Transferring a game to a new engine isn't as simple as importing assets and then compiling it all. Look at the gameplay differences between Counter-Strike and Counter-Strike Source, or Half-Life 1 and Half-Life Source. That's the very worst example, but you get my point. Valve wouldn't want such a disaster, or even a big difference that all the pro gamers would absolutely hate, definitely something they wouldn't want for their flagship game. This is why it is most likely to remain in a beta phase, even if public, for a longer period. So it is possible we will have two versions of CSGO side by side for a while. All the majors and tournaments will be played on Source 1, and casual players can hop over to CSGO Source 2 and play, helping Valve to tweak and adjust it until all the discrepancies are ironed out.
And it's been in beta for a few weeks. I've been playing it off and on for a while. But it was absolutely not in a reviewable state. There were weird texture issues, like especially in this map, Dust. There was all sorts of purple textures in places there should not have been purple textures. But that seems to be mostly sorted out now that it's released.
Of course, there is the possibility that Valve comes out of the gate swinging with a perfectly polished game, but judging by past instances of switching engines, well, I have my doubts. Many folks forgot how the update of Counter-Strike Source to the Orange Box version of the Source engine broke the game for a few months. Specifically custom content, which leads to my main concern: custom mods, game modes and so on could no longer be playable. It would require for the community creators to manually port their maps to the new engine. This is an involved process which requires time and attention, something that Valve can't provide for all the stuff that is out there. It requires community participation, and that means a lot of old content will be lost, as it is no longer compatible with CSGO. This is my absolute main concern, and hopefully Valve's as well. Currently, the community does not have the tools required to fix all that, but if the leaks are to be trusted, an updated and streamlined version of the Source developer tools are on the horizon. Fingers crossed. Source 1 is a really antiquated engine to work with, and I say that as someone who still works with Gold Source. So yeah, I'm hoping for the future. My main pet peeve aside here, I am really looking forward to CSGO on Source 2, even if a lot of people will be disappointed because it will fundamentally be still the same game. Crazy experiments are unlikely to happen. CSGO Source 2 will look very familiar. Prettier lighting probably, but things like ray tracing and real-time reflections are something I would not hope for. Or them bringing some old beloved features like anyone remember custom sprays?
Nice.
The new engine will future-proof CSGO and enable creators to build more detailed and better-looking levels in the future. So look forward to more of the same. Big changes aren't going to happen. Yet. And now that we are all hyped out, I'll go back to recreating an unreleased Counter-Strike Condition Zero map. Still have to finish that. Follow me on Twitter for more updates on that, or check the ESCalation Discord, we do have a mapping section. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, you know what I would like you to do. Give this video a like, subscribe for future content, and maybe consider supporting us on Patreon if you absolutely loved what we do, as our supporters over there got to see this video well before anyone else. Our wonderful supporters are Lone Wolf, Zed Gladys, Wrapped in Glass, Cookie, AX98, Thito, Revolve556, Plasma, Tome, Rainbow Flash, Grizzlyvia, Strange Module, Cop Fighter, Inter, Charles Surrett, Sir K, Ram Gilama, Whiskey, Christoph, MTD, Leggy Boy, Daniel, Freylem, Crony XS, Theovio, iMentrix, Armon, Oziloco, Rolling Rock, and Sidonai. A big thank you for your support, and to them and everyone else, thanks for watching. So, see you guys next time. Until then, have a nice day, and as always, goodbye and guten Tag.